Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, assorted members of the jury, distinguished guests, today is the day that we present two of the best players on the Age of Mythology ladder currently playing. Both well and truly in the top 100. In the top of the map, making a name for himself by absolutely hoodwinking a certain streamer in a free-for-all tournament qualification stage. His name is Mini Yeti, and he will be the blue Chronos player in this game. His opponent today in the red color, the man with many names, Kido Severo Jones. He is the red Chronos. We've got ourselves a mirror matchup. But just because it's a mirror matchup doesn't mean we don't need to get popcorn. We don't need to get a delicious beverage. We don't need to get set in the armchair. Put the tell the missus, excuse me, I'll be back in an hour. We've got some viewing experience to be had here. Unfortunately, we also have to have a little bit of age of settings here so I can fix my scroll speed. But all right, I have not seen a single Chronos mirror thus far in Age Mythology Retold. This is the first time. The literal first time. I've played Chronos vs. Gaia. I've played Chronos vs. Uranus. I've never played Chronos vs. Chronos. And I've never seen it. So I got no idea what to expect here. I imagine you could go for a very fast advance and get some raids going, deconstruct the enemy temple. Both players could try and rush each other, but then they'd both be able to defend with the Valors from Prometheus. We could see a potential for Leto shenanigans here, though the Prometheus does make a little bit more sense. Kind of, maybe, not exactly sure. We are seeing a temple coming up for Mini Yeti at the top. And at the bottom, a temple for Kido. Now, the one thing that I'm most excited about here is seeing Kido's usage of side builds and of a general... very fast deconstruction there from Mini Yeti. But seeing Kido's usage of side builds with Norse and the defensive play that he can kind of make happen while multitasking that extra stuff makes a lot of sense that style should synergize a little bit into how Chronos works. Now, but seeing Prometheus, but I was saying this a little bit before this this cast, and for those of you who heard me already, apologies, but we're going to say the same story again. But there is this idea that I've been having with Rhea, which involves the majority of my myth units, or all of my myth units, are going to be Prometheans anyways, right? I might want to make Satyr, right? But in some matchups, but the majority of them, in the majority of matchups, Prometheans are more than fine to be spending my favor on. So going Hyperion, I'm really only going Hyperion for like the stronger heroes, the chaos, and things like that, right? As the temples will be starting to attack over here. Both players are actually going for the attacks. But nonetheless, if you go through Rhea and you go through Prometheus and you get all your techs, including Temporal Chaos, with the technology Rhea's gift, you get back 50 favor, which is like 5 extra Prometheans, which is a lot of Prometheans. And you also get the favor increase. So it's well worth it, I think. I'm going to keep saying it until someone actually tries it in a matchup or in a game where it's not already decided. As a Promethean of Kido are going to be retreating away. Mini Yeti here is still trying to look for some damage. The Valors coming down onto citizens and the like here. As Kido, I mean, he can very easily turn around and shank this, but it looks like he kind of misses on that one as the Promethean offspring will end up falling. He is a little bit of Neo shenanigans there before he does end up dying. And then Kido back onto his gold in the main base here of Yeti. He's deciding to open up with double Terma. Too much action to look at relics. We can take a look at them now. No one's grabbed any just yet. Scales of Catoplopas here. Oh, the temple's not going to go down. Losing this temple would be devastating. It would be devastating. Oh! The micro, look at the moves. Oh, no, keep doing it. Keep microing. Oh, okay. Never mind. All right, pull him back. Okay. Another relic is coming back now. We've got Svadalfari's Sledge, a really nice one to save even more favor here, even more reason to go for that that sort of strategic idea. And over here for Mini Yeti, he's got Ankh of Ra. And on the top of the map, there is the Titan's Treasure, going to be making that Heroic Age, a Mythic Age, and Titan Age a little bit cheaper. As we see Theft of Fire coming through for Mini Yeti nice and early. The more I think about this tech, the more it makes sense to me of what it is. It's not an early game tech. It doesn't really do that much. Right? Like if I get Theft of Fire and I have 3 citizen heroes, I'm getting 1 extra citizen total. Right? That's with upgrades. So before you have all the economic upgrades, it's not even giving you that. But once you have all the upgrades and you got all your citizens built out, this tech means it's well and truly worth it to heroize citizen. In fact, I believe it takes somewhere in the vicinity of 3 minutes of gather time for you to pay off 50 citizen heroes. That's it. 2.5 to 3 minutes. I don't know exact number, but 2.5 to 3 minutes. So really, really good. Nonetheless, I don't know what happened though. I'm too busy talking about my own theory and not what's happening in the game. Let's focus on the game. There was a deconstruction on the temple and a potential steal of a relic here, but that's going to be going back into the hands of Mini Yeti. I mean, Kido could try that 1 billion times in this game. He's got that 10 favor deconstruction. As the Terminal Wars will start to begin. Like personally, I don't mind Terminal Wars. I think they're kind of fun. Maybe people don't like them, but they're very, very sweaty micro. And you have to kind of dodge in a way left and right, not back and forth. So it's a very, very different type of micro than say Archership micro, which is fun for me because this is kind of new, right? It might get annoying after a couple of 100,000 hours. But at the moment, I actually don't mind the old Terminal Wars, but the Terminal Wars don't last for all too long. Generally, players start going into Catapeltes or Mamillos or Contarius, and then they're completely over. But starting with those can be a little bit troublesome, a little bit tricky. The other thing that's important with these Terminal Wars is to ensure that you are shooting, scooting forward. Your units are all... Oh, look at that. Oh, he almost gets it. Almost. Right, look at the micro from Mini Yeti. Oh, yeah. He's got so many less units, but with the micro, he actually traded fairly equally there. Love to see it. But yes, it's important to know how to shoot and scoot forward, how to shoot and scoot backward, how to pull bunches of units to the left and right based on where your enemy is firing from. You can also use this this spread formation as a little bit of a trick in the fight as well to get all the arrows to miss. There's lots of different tricks you can do that really haven't been discovered. To be honest, like I'm still trying to learn exactly when to use them. I've not tried it in game, but I was doing some experimenting in the editor, and I'm like, there is some ideas in terms of Archer Wars, which is running between a spread formation and a line formation. As you can see, I've changed my hotkey to Z and X here, so I can go from I can go between those really, really easily in a fight. And if I spread formation, shoot, line formation, shoot to dodge my opponent who's just shooting, I can dodge a ton. As a Hyperion coming in through Mini Yeti, unfortunately, I have not done my flip. Thanks, Manabis. Appreciate you, my friend. I hear you guys in the chat talking about Jiggle Micro is kind of lame. Interesting. Like, I don't know. Maybe it is lame. Maybe it is. I don't know. I've like I said, I've only got so many hours in this game, and so far in Retold, we've only seen a tiny bit of the surface of Micro really scratched. So at the moment, it's fun for me, at the very least. But let me know what you guys think. It's always important. As we are saying, both players are being boring. When you've got Terma, it makes sense. If you're a mass Terma, it makes sense to go Hyperion. You just get so much value out of Chaos because the enemy units are just going to kill themselves. You go for the Rhea. Like, what are you really going to do? You can trade her away an enemy Satyr. Your opponent gets 2 of them, though, and Chaos. You can make a whole bunch of Prometheans. I don't know. I don't know. This Mini Yeti trying to poke in here. It's always best being on the offense to some degree with these Terma. Now, if your opponent, if you're not microing, you don't run forward and shoot, then it's actually better to be on the defense. As we do see the Chaos both getting thrown. Everyone's Termas die. And you get a dead Terma, and you get a dead Terma. Huge Satyr attack there. There's a huge amount of Terma getting cleaned up on that spot. So we do have a Contarius hero charging in to take out some of these Deuterinos. Already do we have Hero Contarius, however, through for Mini Yeti, as he is going to be on the retreat path for the time being. I mean, it's equal. It's literally everything's equal in this game, but for some reason, Mini Yeti has got more score. I don't know why. Maybe it's just economic upgrades? No, I don't think so. Now we're back to equal. I'm so confused. I don't understand. Nonetheless, Kido overextends just that little bit too much here, and he decides, all right, time to retreat out of here. And we will be seeing some catapulties getting mixed into this army now. It makes a lot of sense to me to actually not go too heavily into the Contarius, just enough to make your opponent, kind of dissuade your opponent into making Terma. So if you can make him stop the Terma, then you can actually just go for full Murmillos here. And then all of a sudden your opponent, who's going to be wanting to make Catapulti, Contarius, to kill off your Terma Contarius, right? And then you can just suddenly show up with a bunch of Murmillo, can be really, really strong. Meanwhile, on the bottom side of the map, the heavy Contarius charging forward. Citizen hero on the retreat here. Great deconstruction there to prevent the citizen from getting out, as 1 citizen down. 2 citizen down. No, a Valor to come through, and the Contarius here for Mini Yeti. They are now going to get taken out, but not before they kill off 2 citizens total. So a decent one there. Another palace coming through here, though, from Kido is very, very interesting. I'm not sure what the plan is. Potentially to make Destroyers or Fanatic if he hits the Mythic Age soon. As military barracks going to be coming up all over the place. And now we have an interesting question. What's better? Helios or Atlas? I haven't seen the interaction. I've heard people talking about it, but I haven't seen the interaction of Vortex and Implode. Now, on Legacy, Implode was an insanely good god power to just dodge everything. I'm pretty sure it's the same on Retold, but I've heard that you can't escape. Well, some units can't escape. Some can. But maybe that's changed since the last patch. I don't know. Huge deconstruction there by Kido as he's going to be coming through in onto this position. Does get 1 citizen, but the Contarius are now in. He's going to probably clean up one of these on the escape here. Maybe not. Up. And he's out of there. He's out of there. Power's going to come back up for Mini Yeti. Whole bunch of catapulties to come through for Kido as he's deciding, you know what, I don't want to do I don't want to do a Contarius wall. I want to get some counter units in. And I like this idea. I think the idea of just playing cavalry wars is silly. Like, cavalry wars are fun for a little bit, but after a while, I want to build some other units. So I like that some catapulties are coming in and going to be a very, very nice help in here. Huge chaos onto that back army there, as those Terma are going to get chaos on the back line as well. They're going to all get taken down, as well as the Satyrs attacking each other over on the back there. But the red army here for Kido is looking incredibly powerful for the time being. The catapulties should turn the tides in this fight, as Mini Yeti needs to retreat back. Now, is the difference here in this game theft of fire? It kind of looks like it is theft of fire. Farms now coming down. We haven't seen many farms down just yet for Kido. He's actually over on an elephant in the corner. Maybe Mini Yeti's already eaten his elephants. I don't see them anywhere else on the map, but the Contarius is going to be returning back onto this spot. Great building positioning here from Mini Yeti to make sure all of his units are nice and safe. There's the army coming up onto this spot. Take a little valor onto the citizens onto the back there, as the wall on the side position here is going to go down. Potential kills onto the citizens over here going to come through. But you do have to be careful about this. Mini Yeti could be so sneaky, come around here, wall this in, and trap those Contarius in there. But it does look like he's going to find some villager kills over here. As he kills off that mana, going to go after the citizen. They retreat away. The Contarius are coming through. We've got Atlas pre-queued at the moment for Kido. Yeah, hero citizens don't count for anything. They don't show you anything. But he's got 4 over here. 8 over here. Total of 11 hero citizens. So I think they are making a bit of a difference in terms of the income here for Mini Yeti. But right now, Mini Yeti probably should be thinking about taking into pure Murmillos, is my guess. He's going for Arcus, which isn't a bad idea. The catapulties will get taken out really, really quickly. And if he's got a front line for them, then the Contarius aren't going to be able to get onto those Arcus all too easily. So it does make some sense. But I think Murmillo here are really strong. Lots of favor in the bank for both players. 5 on favor over here for Mini Yeti. 5 on favor coming through as well for Kido. Check the Oracle overlaps. They look pretty good. I mean, he has to bring this one back because he's getting raided. Meanwhile, Mini Yeti, he's losing. There's an Oracle overlap on the side there. Ha! One citizen falling over here is the catapulti. Will come over and defend. Meanwhile, on this top position here, Kido looking for a little bit of damage himself. And we do indeed see it. Helios coming in. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, like this interaction is so cool to me because Helios, realistically, if you can click up to the Mythic Age before your opponent, Helios has got to be well, not necessarily the best play. If you click up first, it doesn't really matter. Your opponent's not going to be able to escape. You just drop implode on their face before they hit the Mythic Age and you're fine. But if you can dodge the implode, all of a sudden you've got a whole bunch of Mythic Age God powers remaining. But I guess the question is, does Helios really offer that much in the way of assistance? Petrification in this technology doesn't really do anything, unfortunately, with the fire siphons. Hail of the Sun is pretty good for those fire siphons. Mirror towers are pretty cool. But realistically, I mean, watchtowers they're a little bit worse than a mirror tower, but they cost a little bit more. It's kind of like just another unit. The Ascent Manus is okay, but really you're getting all the value out of Vortex and running around the map with that Vortex. As we do see some catapulties coming through. Openomo, that's strange. You really shouldn't. That shouldn't happen. I got my Twitch set up in a way that you shouldn't be getting hit with pre-roll ads, so that's odd. I'm sorry about that. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't seen this interaction before, so we'll see if it actually ends up happening. Or not. I assume this is the plan for Mini Yeti. As we see Sons of the Sun to come through. Mini Yeti has not got that technology just yet. Is the mana going to come down to try and boost up this this town center? I really like, even if it's not for like side builds, I really like grabbing this Temporal Chaos tech just to time shift multiple manas down onto a front. So I get that building bonus, so I can spam out palaces on a front or something like that. You know, it might actually be a worthwhile idea for you to cancel Atlas if you see... Oh, there's that implode. And... it works. Oh, okay. Okay. I thought it didn't work for a second there. I was so confused. What's happening? What is happening on this spot? Please explain. I'm so confused. Someone explain, please. Retail developers. Hello. Hello, retail developers. Excuse me. I have a question for you. Oh, he's moving. He's getting out of there. Okay, here's the play. Time shift a palace or build a tower so the units can garrison and escape. What's the time up? What is happening over here? Please explain. Okay. Oh, some units are moving. He's got quick. He's getting out of there. You can do it. You can do it, Mini Yeti. We've got a full-on bug, a glitch in the map. You could also just wait for Vortex, a second Vortex to get them out of there, potentially. I like that Kido's just going, all right, I'll just back up and we'll just call it a day here. I don't want to like bug abuse to win this game. Oh dear. Okay, another Vortex. Will this save everything? Big walls up on this corner here. But he just deletes them! Oh no. Oh no. Oh dear. Turns out Implode is OP. Well, I guess there's a reason I haven't seen the Implode versus Vortex interaction. I guess there's a reason I haven't seen it. Because it's very, very silly how it works. I mean, at this point, you can really only laugh. Like, you can really only laugh. So many Contarius in, but it looks like Kido, he's got all the answers for the time being. There's a lot of Catapulties over here to get damage done. But Kido, I mean, he's got to get the stand-up Age Mythology Player of the Year award. Like, I know every single one of you watching this, you would have killed his army and you would have been laughing all the way to the bank. But Kido says, nope, I'm stand-up, sportsman-like player. I'm just going to take the entirety of... Their bodies are still there. Their bodies aren't dying. It's just a graveyard. This feels kind of cinematic. Kido hitting some raids back onto this side. He's now found himself a very, very large advantage. You also have to remember that there's no god powers remaining in this game for Kido Severo Jones. I mean, he's got another Chaos. He's got another couple of Valors, but no Implode. Whereas Vortex, that can be used whenever to hit anything. Anything at all. Oh, we does spot a Oracle Hero. Going to be sniping that one down nicely. We'll have Catapultis to just sit there and whack away as the Contari is going to be charging through. Alice gets deconstructed over onto this side. As the Mini Yeti army will be able to take down that palace on the front. Oh, and now the first of many vortexes, I'm sure, to come through. The Center Manus is in, can bash down that town center very, very quickly. Going to be able to take out those Arcus on the back, getting a big chaos down onto this position. But the Argus now coming through. There are some hero Arcus already in, however, so they're going to get some big damage. With the spit here, no reaction from Mini Yeti to move away. He's going to take the full brunt of that damage there. But the army of Kido is getting absolutely obliterated at this point. That being said, Kido spamming out units. He's got the defender's advantage. He also does have, or soon to be having, Fanatics or Super Fanatics. Getting this technology for the Fanatics, the devotees of Atlas. Very, very powerful. Makes them very, very strong as this forward army will get sniped down. We see some Palace coming down onto the side. And the forward position here for Kido is going to start falling. As Mini Yeti trying to break through here with his premium units. As, oh! A man after my heart. A man after my heart. Look at the food income. Bam. 1.74. 1.37. Like I said, each one of these citizens takes about 2.5 minutes to pay itself off. So when you do this, it takes a while for it to actually come through. One way to do it and just sort of guarantee you're not overspending on economy and you have enough stuff to keep spending on military units is to just heroize one every, say, 20 seconds or so. And you're going to always have enough, and eventually you will have all of those citizens heroized. Or if you see the resources floating quite a bit, you can do that quickly. As Mini Yeti charging forward. He doesn't have himself that technology here, Halo of the Sun. But nonetheless, still going to be doing a decent amount of damage to the Palace over here. There's more gold mines getting grabbed on the top position. It's going to be a big, big help. But Mini Yeti needs to retreat back into his base yet again. He needs to get some units out. How many buildings does he have? He's got 11 military academies for the time being. And there's that devotees of Atlas. And this is probably the big advantage which Kido has in this game, potentially. As the Man of War is going after each other. The big advantage has to be that these Fnatic, they're just really strong. How do you kill off devotees of Atlas Fanatics while being Helios? Well, dare I say Kyra Ballister at this point in the game? Dare I say it? Maybe it would work. The Palace, unfortunately, doesn't quite get to finish up there. But all the units cleaning up everything on this side. I think Kido's being smart here, taking out this position and stopping gold income. This could be very, very big. But there is a gold mine over here that Mini Yeti can grab. Let's do a quick armory check. Mini Yeti just needs his iron weapons. Kido missing iron mail and weapons there. Other upgrades are all in for Kido. Same too for Mini Yeti. But I mean, I guess in a way, the Fanatics aren't that big of a deal if you've just got Arcus, because Arcus will just kill them all off. So it might need to be the case for Kido to actually get out some destroyers as well. We'll have to wait and see. Citizens moving forward here. Kido's out of safe gold mines. This position here is incredibly important for Kido at this moment, but the Chaos comes through, sticking those Arcus in place, allowing those Fanatics to get huge amounts of damage. Take a look at this damage this bad boy does. 0.74 damage or attack speed there, compared over to a healthy Fanatic. If I can click on one. 0.8. 0.97. I can't click on. I need to do more aim trainer. 0.98. We're getting close. There we go. So it goes down from 1. That's the big advantage you get. But like I said, if you get enough to Arcus, I think you should be able to clean this up. Maybe Kara Ballister aren't a bad idea either. As a market coming up into the corner. Fire Siphon to swing down onto the bottom side here. I wouldn't mind seeing some walls and stuff getting sorted out. And so over onto the corner here. Stone Gate going to get cleaned up to try and take out this market as the Hero Oracle does end up getting picked off. Meanwhile, Heroic Renewal to come through for Kido. Is he just going to heroize all his units and then go for mass heroes here? Could work out for him. I want to see Mini Yeti continue to heroize these citizens though. Like, he's got so many resources in the bank that he doesn't really need it. But this is the perfect time to do it, right? As now we do have those destroyers, and this is what I was talking about. The Fanatics, they're going to get picked off by a whole bunch of Arcus, but the destroyers with 78% armor, does he have the big upgrade? He doesn't. And he's that Titan shield. They can survive forever. A great choke point being found here, though, for Mini Yeti will make it very, very challenging for Kido to break through there. As on the bottom side there, we do see the Fire Siphon getting sniped down. More buildings coming up all over the place. It's Temporal Chaos in. Not for Kido, but it is in for Mini Yeti. So he can do a lot of time shifting. One idea would be to block this entire position up with buildings just by time shifting them in here. But Mini Yeti playing very, very defensive at this moment. Palace getting moved forward. More palaces coming down. The problem here is, for both players, they're about to run out of gold mines. You can see no gold mines left over here. This is the last one for Kido over on this side. Trade route situation. There's only 2 currently producing. And these Kontaris taking down llama caravans at this point is a really, really big deal. The other thing is that I think Kido's army is a little bit more gold expensive, especially with the Fanatic heroes at 95 gold being spent total, than Mini Yeti's army. These things are only like 20 or 30 gold? 35 gold, there you go. Okay, let's do a quick investigation here. How strong are mirror towers? They do 10 DPS and they have an accuracy of 100%. So they are exactly the same strength as a watchtower. Is that true? They have a range of 22 though, whereas a tower's only got a range of 18. So they got more range. I would have expected them to be a little bit stronger than a tower. Now towers can miss, but when you're in this stage of the game, you've got ballistics, so the towers are no longer missing. It is a little bit weird that the mirror towers aren't doing divine damage, but I mean, how much divine damage would be fair? You give them 5 divine damage or something? And then say that they don't get affected by any upgrades? It's probably a better way to go about it. Wait, they might have... No, that's DPS, right? Yeah, I think I was looking at DPS. Anyways, destroyers up to the top side. We do see a cheeky little palace getting set up here by Kido. This is a big, big deal. Allowing this is a big mistake from Yeti. We'll see if he's going to be noticing it anytime soon. Oh, he's going for it into the main base here. But the majority of his units... No, he has destroyers. He has a lot of Arcus here. I wouldn't mind seeing a whole bunch of time shifting coming through here as well. A lot of citizens to get taken out. Will the town center fall? But doesn't even matter if it falls. He's going to lose a whole bunch of units. His gold mine is almost expired. This army of Kido, all that matters here is that he's getting value from it. He's not losing units. He's killing Yetis. Because look at Yeti's economy. Yeti's economy is stonking here. Is he fully heroized? No. But look at, he's got 18 hero citizens here. Up on this side, he's got 24. Over here, he's got 27. On the front here, he's got 33 of them. A couple of towers that come through for Mini Yeti to try and defend himself as the palace has been killed over here. We do see a section of the Titans coming through for Kido. On the other side of the table here. Very, very viable technology here for Mini Yeti if he wants to go that way. I think he could probably buy it now. Does he have... He does have Secrets of the Titans, so his favor cost is reduced. It's well worth it for him to grab it, especially with all the resources he's got. Trying to take out another town center, however. All of the units are falling. Realistically, at this point in the game, your aim is actually to not kill a town center. This doesn't matter that much. Obviously, if you kill it and you keep it down, then you can win a game. But realistically, the best way to play here is to secure the corners. And there's our... Oh! 13 damage per second. There you go. So, yeah, that's boosted by iron weapons. It does have more HP, I think, than the actual tower, though, right? By quite a bit. But it doesn't have any upgrades. Secrets of the Titans is about to come through here for our main man, Kido. It's the destroyers charging forward. Mini Yeti is kind of missing those fanatics here. It's not a problem for him to build them. Devotees of Atlas doesn't make that much of a difference, but what does happen is that they're going to kill off those destroyers really, really quickly. As Mini Yeti's town center is going to be going down. An attempt to get over here and repair it. Too little, too late. It looks like, as it does end up going down. Meanwhile, look at all of these Man of Wars being annoying on this spot. It's kind of rare to see these. They do a lot of damage. 35 divine damage per attack, 11.7 divine damage per second. They can take out a building very quickly. It's a town center coming back up for Mini Yeti on this side. Over here, a couple of Contaris to try and break through. There's the Man of War. I mean, they're just so dominant. You can't approach this. You need to kill them off somehow. The Mini Yeti's struggling for... No. Both players are struggling for resources. But for some reason here, still no Titan Gate in for Mini Yeti, whereas Kido is about to have Titan Smash very, very shortly. There's the Contarius sneaking through onto this side. Going to try and take out those llama caravans. Contarius going after a Man of War is kind of hilarious, but he does manage to kill that one off as well. As both players now look like they've kind of got a trade route sorted. I mean, 35 trade caravans for Kido to 20 for Mini Yeti. It's tough. They're both sold a ton of resources at this point as well. In these sort of positions as well, I'm thinking, let me make Prometheans. Like Mythic Age Prometheans might not sound that good, but it's 90 food for a unit that is more effective than a Murmillo. It's not more effective than a Murmillo versus hero units, obviously. But versus everything else, well worth it to go for it. As we do see Mini Yeti gets up onto this top spot here. He's got himself a couple of these Mana Wars over here. I didn't realize these cost food. This is even better than a Promethean. Get more of these bad boys. Spam them out. Go, son. But the more pressing problem here is what? Where's the Titan Gate? Wait, did I miss that? Oh no, it's over here. Okay. I thought there might have been a vortex onto the Titan Gate. But this Titan is now out. Look at those sick fire footprints. There's the Titan. Going to be wandering forward here. Lots and lots of hero units now created. They do have themselves their upgrade. As Kido going to try and charge in here as well, but he has to pull back. Architects to come through as well. And this is all going to come down to whether or not Mini Yeti can hold against this Titan. But at the moment, Kido's gold, it's going up. We do see a huge amount of destroyers to come through here. Killing off this town center is huge. He's going after the palace, but I want to see him target down the town center if he can. What is that sound? What is that sound? It kind of sounded like a... It kind of reminded me of like the auto cue sound. But there's not an auto cue sound. Oh! Guess who's making hero citizens now? One Kido Severo Jones. He has himself Theft to Fire. Now both players have got a super amount of economy here. Kido's army on the march. You do see a Titan Gate coming up here. Now, the question is, will Kido ever be able to spot this or not? That's the big problem. As the Titan to come through, using this Titan to charge in onto that back line here is absolutely huge. If you can get there, get some damage done, it's absolutely gigantic. But the Titan, too slow. Great control from Mini Yeti thus far. And now the Titan just going to go for the main base. Smart play here. And he's already lost a ton of HP thus far. As the Arcus coming in to snipe units. We've got the Destroyers tanking up on the front line. And as the Titan wanders in, starting to snipe some Deuterinos over here. As Kido now ready to take out this town center. The Titan Gate is almost finished. You have to remember that not only do these hero citizens get bonus income, they also get bonus build speed on top of the already bonus build speed they get from heroizing. So they go so very quick. Yes, you can animation cancel Titan so when they finishes the attack you can move forward or something straight away. It's pretty cool. I like it. Thanks for the Prime, Duck. Appreciate you, my friend. So looks like the Titan is going to win over here, but the thing is, Mini Yeti's going to have his own Titan. He's got full population. He's looking like he's going to be in a good spot here. We see Destroyers pushing through these bronze walls. There's the Titan up now, off to attack. Mini Yeti's got to get his villagers back to work, though. He's very short on food. Look at the wood situation, though. How much wood do you want? Mini Yeti asks. And, well, I ask. Mini Eddie says, I want a lot. Please give me all the wood in the world. That's Kido. Going to be retreating back. Huge amount of heroes now to surround on this. Does get one smack onto that Titan as he's trying to retreat over to the Man of War. That's going to be even more damage to come through. As the Titan War is now on. Man of War from Kido not really doing anything, but all these hero units are doing so much damage. The town center back up on this side though. You also see a siege Bareem to come in. And it actually looks like Kido's Titan wins this fight. Where are the units for Mr. One Mini Yeti? He's got 45. I think they've got a similar amount of citizen. They've got literally the same amount of citizen. Mini Yeti's just missing units here in this game as the Titan returning back in onto this spot. Champion Contarius getting sent flying as they want that hero in, but too little too late. A huge amount of damage to come through. As they're going to be charging in to try and get the rest of this damage done. And this is where the game goes south for everyone in an Age of Mythology game. If you can't get this town center back up, they're killing off the Titan is very, very important here. And Kido kind of knows that he doesn't even need a retreat. He just needs to keep getting damage done. And it looks like in that moment, even with all the resources in the world, all the advantage in the world tier, without getting the town center back up, Mini Yeti decides to throw in the towel. He had one opportunity here at this point to turn this game around from this exact position. He probably didn't have to resign right now, but working this out in the moment is very, very difficult, is to just take all of these hero citizens and then shank down the Titan, rebuild the town center, and then whatever's left, send them back to work. Because you got enough wood in the bank, you got enough gold income, you can keep massing out Arcus for quite some time here and also rebuild those farms, or not those farms, rebuild those citizens. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, or fortunately, Kido gets the win. Mini Yeti suffering the biggest bug in Age of Mythology ranked history. But Kido, a sportsman here, decides to pull back and allow the game to continue. After all, we're always just after good games. Hopefully this bug gets fixed and we can get some eyes on it. But GG, if you guys enjoyed this one, please consider to follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button. But before you head anywhere, take a look at this resource graph and tell me, a man with some hero citizen is a man with an advantage. Well played.